I know, come on.
All right, I'm just gonna do a really quick video with Mr. Enzo. It's a bowl. It's not gonna be as informative as my first week ones normally are, and that's just because we're still working on our relationship together. I switched over to utilizing his meals for training. My hope is that when he learns to depend on me for food intake, that he will be more engaging with me, just because he knows like this is his opportunity to take food. So if you see a change in his report card stuff where now it's just saying ate some, that's because I'm trying to get him more comfortable with taking food for me instead of just relying on treats, and with him knowing that there's a free meal that he can expect later. So it's kind of like when you go out to eat at a restaurant and they ask if you want dessert. Sometimes you're like, I don't really need it, even though it sounds good. You don't necessarily need it, so you can refuse it. That's kind of how I feel about meals versus treats. I'm offering him throughout the day, like regular offerings of food. Sometimes he takes it, sometimes he doesn't. It really just depends on what's going on around him. We're still just in the training room. With even that, there's a good amount of distractions, like the cat just knocked over the bowl in the other room. I keep the cats out of them for now while we're working. He's done really good with them. He doesn't mind them, but when they're in here, because they like taking food, they kind of come and push his buttons a little bit, so he gets a little nervous. And then I keep my dogs away. He's doing overall well with everyone, and so what I've kind of determined his reactivity, the source of it is just fear. He's very nervous, and he is overstimulated really easily. Okay, so I've just been trying to get him more comfortable with following me around and doing things with me, and really the bar is gonna be super low with him for a little bit, until he's more comfortable with me. So a lot of that reactivity is stemmed from him successfully finding ways to create space for himself. So he's learned, hey, if I bark and act out, most dogs and people, they kind of back off and leave him alone. So that's his go-to. It's pretty superficial. I don't think he actually has intention of maybe acting out or taking that a step further into biting. If he has, then I retract my statement, but I really don't see that. So defensiveness from fear, that's typically going to be a picture of fight or flight. So if he cannot move away, flight, then he's going to jump into that fight status, which is the barking and the lunging and things like that. So that's his coping mechanism. So I really want to get him comfortable doing things with me, and I want to get him out and about where he's working with me and taking things from me, so I can kind of create positive associations with those things and learn that he can just kind of step back and create space for himself instead of creating space by making others leave. So after his training course, that's going to be something that we really work on together, of advocating for his space and not putting him in situations where he feels like he is going to have his space compromised. Balancing that with, you also are not allowed to be rude and pushy and make others leave. So I really want to find a way to balance that for him, where he can trust that we have his back and we're going to keep him safe, and not feeling the need to comfort himself through aggressive behaviors. So again, I'm using his food for the sake of this video. I just kind of want to briefly show him taking treats. Of course, probably now that I'm doing this video, he might not take any food. That's fine. I've just been bringing him out for really short sessions, like 2 minutes at a time throughout the day, just to see like where he is with his state of mind. So I've been using the yes marker. Yes, I want that to equal, hey, come take food from me. And I do it in a playful manner so that I can also kind of use that as a reward event. Yes. Yeah, good boy. He's like, so I like these hot dog pieces. Good boy. Enzo. No. Enzo. Yes. Yeah, good boy. And so what I've seen a lot of him doing is trying to go like hide somewhere. So if he sees doors, he typically is trying to go into them. He likes to go into the crate. My dog's trying to carry now, so he can't go in there. When I go back and forth between the buildings, when he sees the door, he starts dragging. So again, that's like a fear response. He's like, I just got to get from point A to point B quickly with the least possible opportunities for anything to cause him harm when he perceives as potential harm. So I'm just trying to get him more comfortable with coming into my space when I say his name. Enzo! Yes! Yeah, good boy. Oh, I dropped it. Yes! Good boy. So I'm going to use this yes marker to counter condition, but I need a stronger response from him right now. He's just starting to consistently take food from me, treats, not so consistent with his actual kibble, which is what I really want. Nice. Good. But we'll get there. It's only their first week. Good. Very good. Good. Okay. Yeah, good one. Place. Yes. Yeah, good job. But with me, he's a happy guy. It's just as soon as we get around things that are going to worry him, that he kind of is like, oh, don't care about what you have to say. I just got to get away from whatever the thing is that's worrying me. Place. Good. I'm not going to put him out with dogs. He's been with my dogs and then Deanna's dogs. That's all I care about right now. Okay. Just until he learns they're not going to cause him any harm. I probably won't really put him into a group setting just because I don't want there to be that one dog that's a little bit pushy and causes him to go over threshold with stress. Enzo, place. Whoa. Place. Good. Wow. Nope. Place. Good. Very nice. Ew. Nope. Place. Good. Teaching him the rules that he can't come off until I say, okay. Very nice. All right. Yeah. So again, like it's not super informative. I don't have like this in-depth video to give you, but I did want to send you something just so you can see that he's alive, well, and happy. Yeah. All right. Okay. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Good job, bud.